Hi everyone. In today's video, we're going to be looking at another Waka Waka Shit Belle video. Whatever the fuck I name it. Pastel Belle, Belle Aubrey. Pretty much, for those of you that don't know, like 3 months ago, I made a video on T channels that just keep on fucking going after Eugenia Cooney, trying to get her banned simply because they think she's promoting pro-Anna content. She literally just exists and they're like, fuck this bitch. And honestly, it's pretty weird that T channels are even trying to push the fact that she shouldn't be online because she's anorexic, but you know, that's besides the point. Go and watch my other video for that. So Mrs. Belle over here actually responded to some of the points that I made in my video, so I'm just going to be taking a look at them and throwing back another response. Obviously she didn't see my video, or at least I doubt she saw my video, but I'm just going to pretend she did for my own self, for my own ego, I guess. I don't fucking know. But yeah, without further ado, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Play the fucking video.
So it's come to my attention over the last few months that there are a few edgelord creators out there on YouTube.
Oh yeah? Talking about me, Belle?
Who are taking my stance on the Eugenia Cooney situation and twisting it to fit their own self-serving narratives. And I find it pretty disingenuous, but also, honestly, pretty disgusting to take a situation as serious as this and to purposely spread misinformation about it.
See, the thing is, with my video, I wasn't spreading misinformation. I was simply pointing out that you look like an idiot when you said she's promoting pro-Anna content simply for accidentally flashing her underpants. And coincidentally, her underpants matched the fucking eyeshadow. Like, it doesn't take a genius to figure out why that point just doesn't hold any value at all. But obviously, her fans and just T fans in general are going to eat that shit up because I got a lot of hate on the other video and I'm expecting to get a lot on this video too. This is the T channels, just eating up whatever gets fucking thrown at them without actually looking into anything. Or even using their own brains for a bit, because it doesn't take a genius to figure out that was just a dumb point. And that was pretty much the whole point of her video.
So in this video, we are going to cover the misinformation regarding my stance on Eugenia Cooney and sort of just clarify that. We are going to talk about my own experience with EDs and how it pertains to this situation, and why, for the first time in a really long time, I actually am a little bit hopeful regarding Eugenia Cooney.
Right, all that sounds very interesting. I'm very excited to hear about this. Hopefully there's not any dumb takes in this video as well, or dumb responses, but you know what, I'm expecting some, so let's just get into it.
So there's this narrative out there that people with EDs and people like Eugenia should not be allowed to exist online because they have an ED. And this is gross, it's harmful, and it doesn't actually fix the problem. And this is also not something I have ever advocated for on my channel. And so I'm very confused about people who try to bring this up. When people try to say that, like, I have in any way, shape, or form condoned that or implied that that should be the standard that we hold people to, like, it's just not something I have said. In fact, in pretty much all of my videos where I talk about this whole situation, I have been very upfront about the fact that I think people with EDs or people who struggle with physical or mental illnesses should be allowed to exist, just as long as they are not actively promoting it for their audience. So basically, as long as they are giving disclaimers and saying, I'm not trying to enable this, I'm not trying to encourage other people to do it, I'm not trying to glamorize it.
Oh boy, the first dumb take of the video. Right, so she says she's not bothered about people existing on the platform with an eating disorder, as long as they give a warning or disclaimer at the start of the video. Like, what do you want her to start all of her fucking videos off like, yo guys, I have anorexia, don't be like me? She shouldn't have to do that purely just for the fact that she has an eating disorder. Because essentially what you're saying is she can't exist without warning people about her existence, if that makes sense.
Like, generally, as long as they are using their platform in a responsible way and as long as they are not actively trying to promote harm to their audience, I have no issue with people who are sick being online and using their platform.
Okay, but like, do you want her every single fucking video to be talking about her eating disorder and that it's a bad thing? Because realistically, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out, and it's also not fair to expect her to announce every video that she has an eating disorder and that you shouldn't fucking do it. Because, you know, sometimes she might just want to do a fucking shoe haul like she did in the last video, which you completely flipped on her and said she was promoting fucking eating disorders and shit just because she kept on lifting her fucking shit up to show the shoes and the pants were in shot.
My stance is, and always has been, that I don't want her hurting kids with her platform. I don't want her to advocate for pro-Anna content, and I don't want her to either directly or indirectly send the message that there is nothing wrong with having an extremely dangerous ED.
Can you please show me a clip of her promoting pro-Anna, please? Because I have a clip here right now of her actually disavowing pro-Anna content and pro-Anna people.
It's sad pro-Anna girls follow you. Well, I can't obviously like control everyone who does choose to follow me, but I don't like promote pro-Anna or anything like that. And to anyone who does feel like they need to like lose a ton of weight or like do pro-ana things or anything like that. I'm definitely not encouraging anyone to do that. And yeah, I just really want you guys to know that you guys are all beautiful people and you guys are all great as you are. So just always remember, seriously, there's only one of you. There isn't anyone else who's just like you. So you should never like want to be a different person. You should really just like accept yourself and want to be yourself, because you know you're your own unique person. So don't wish that you were anyone else.
Like that clip that I just showed pretty much makes her whole arguments that she's made in all of her videos just fucking crumble. And all that took was a little fucking Google or a search on YouTube. But you know what? I'm wrong, you're right. Ugh, let's just fucking move on.
If Eugenia was online right now admitting that she has an ED and that this is not something that her fans and audience should be glamorizing or aspiring to have or basically just looking up to, we would be having a very different conversation right now.
Well, that clip literally exists. I just showed it. So where is that conversation? You clearly couldn't be bothered to do any fucking research on your video that you made on her. And you clearly haven't done any research for this response video either, because that literally just took a single YouTube search. It just baffles me, like, why she continues to say this shit, because it's obvious she hasn't done any research, like, at all.
I also just find it insane that people can remain ignorant to how dangerous her influence is when anytime she actually does bring up her ED, anytime she actually does acknowledge that she ever had a problem, it's only to say, oh yeah, getting treatment was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Getting treatment was so traumatic. It was the biggest mistake of my life. It was so incredibly painful. It was the most difficult thing I ever had to do. And like, yes, getting treatment is difficult. It is painful. It is a lot of work. But that doesn't mean that it isn't work worth doing.
Yeah, and she never said it wasn't work worth doing. She just said she personally, her personal experience, hated it and didn't want to get off it. Now, is that the healthiest option for her? No. And realistically, she should be allowed to share that. It's her fucking platform. Call that a base take? I really don't think so.
And another thing that really frustrates me is her complete lack of empathy whenever anyone brings up the fact that they were triggered by her content or that they have struggled with an ED because they watched her.
Right, I understand that, and I understand that is a possibility, but at the end of the day, she's not their parent. If they continue to watch her after they know it's triggering an eating disorder, that's something for their parents to deal with, not Eugenia, because it's not Eugenia's fault that simply because she has anorexia and she's making videos that she triggered someone else. Now, I might sound like a heartless bastard saying that, but that's the truth. That's the honest truth. There is nothing she can do because she is anorexic herself, so someone will get triggered by that shit. But there's nothing she can do. So that's going to be it for today's video, boys. I appreciate you watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Now, the reason the video is ending there, and I'm not responding to the rest of the video, is because this video will fucking go on forever at this point. There's so many things that she says that are just weird in this video that I can't respond to all of them. Otherwise, this would be like a fucking hour-long video. I appreciate you watching though, boys. As I said, leave a like and subscribe, because we're going to really need it on this video, because let's just say the T fans are pretty fucking ruthless. They tend to not take so kindly to you going against their favourite YouTubers or anything they believe in, because they'll just fucking shit on you without even actually listening to anything you have to say. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, boys. I appreciate you watching. See you in the next one. Peace out, people. Don't be an idiot.